Last night, we were there as hundreds gathered to honor 21-year-old Jared Gasage of Wyoming. He was killed in a motorcycle crash over the weekend. Sadly, he is not the only biker to lose his life this year in Kent County. 13 on your side's Elena Holland tells us in Kent County there have already been more fatal motorcycle crashes so far this year than all of last year.
Well, so far in 2023, we've had 6 fatal crashes involving a motorcycle. Last year, we only had 1.
That's Sergeant Eric Brunner with the Kent County Sheriff's Office. In 2023, there have been 134 total crashes involving a motorcycle in Kent County. There were a little more last year at 141, but fewer people died.
Sometimes we get these beautiful sunny days like today, and it's easy to just want to go out for a ride, but we do have to be careful because, like we've said, we've seen 6 fatalities this year compared to 1 over last year.
Everything. Riding was life.
Jared Gasage is the real person behind that statistic.
Jared was one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life.
21-year-old Jared was killed in a crash this past weekend while riding his bike through Wyoming. That's his cousin, Elizabeth Shoemaker.
I struggle with the fact that Jared will never get married. Jared will never have a child. Jared will never get to travel like he wanted.
When officers arrived, they say 4 people in the vehicle that hit Jared ran away. Grand Rapids police were able to find the driver, an 18-year-old from Oklahoma, now facing charges.
Soulless. It's evil. You know someone is dead and you just kept going.
Another one of the 6, a 24-year-old Rockford man who died in a crash on Northland Drive in Algoma Township earlier this month.
Why is that? Year over year, can't always pinpoint everything exactly, but sometimes we see some common factors.
Sergeant Brunner said speed is a big one.
So obviously it's legal to ride your motorcycle without a helmet. We would advise, just from a safety standpoint, we do see increased injury when a motorcycle is involved and the rider isn't wearing a helmet.
But it's not just the biker, it's the other drivers not seeing or slowing down for them.
Please leave a lot of space between you and a motorcycle. They're harder to see because they're a smaller vehicle.
Something Elizabeth wished the driver had done this weekend when he crashed into her cousin.
If you see people out on their bikes, you don't get close to them with your car, right? You look both ways. It's just decency, following the law.
Elena Holland reporting. While the Kent County Sheriff's Department has seen an increase in motorcycle deaths, Michigan State Police say statewide there is not an apparent trend in that direction.